What's up guys, so today I'm going to be recording a video on some of my theories for Ninjago, which I feel weird and strange. Now, these just contain my opinion, so don't take them as fact. So let's get started. Now, we're going to start with the first one, which was back in season 1. Zane's robot life ignorance. Now, Zane is an android, but like we all knew that before it was revealed that he's an android, we all saw him behave a little different from the others. That we all like he was a little weird and strange. But like, here's the question: how could you not tell that you're a robot? Because like, you would probably realize something about you that would be mysterious. Now, Zane's memory was erased because when Dr. Julian died before he went to Samukai, he erased his memory so that he will never remember Dr. Julian again, unless if Zane finds his memory switch then. But like in episode 7 TikTok, it was revealed that like Zane's an android, and that felt very strange to like all us fans and me. That like, how could they pass this one out? Now, probably there is another thing that is about to feature on this list about Zane, but I'm gonna go over that later. Next, I'm gonna move on to something that is very been bothering us fans for a long time. Now, the future reflections. If you guys remember, back in Possession, the ninjas saw their future reflection they had a bright future. Now, Kai, Zane, and Jay saw bright futures ahead of them, that they're senseis. Now, Cole couldn't see his reflection because he's a ghost. Now, Lloyd wasn't there currently because Morrow possessed him. Now, I'm pretty sure that Lloyd will live, and so will Cole. But about Cole, I still have we got an answer back in later in season 6 that why he couldn't see his reflection, because since he's a ghost, and ghosts can disappear, so they probably can't see their reflection. Now, if you guys ever watched any vampire movies, then in vampire movies they showed that vampires cannot see their reflection. That's true, vampires cannot see their reflection because they're currently dead. Now, I think when you're a ghost, you're currently dead. It's just your soul, so probably you don't age, so you can't see your reflection. Now, I hope we get to learn more about the ninja's reflections on what does that even mean. Next, I'm gonna move on to something that has also been like bothering us fans for a long time. Now, this question is about Chen's Staff of Elements. Now, back in Ninjago Season 4, Chen gave an invitation to every Elemental Master in LEGO Ninjago to come join the Tournament of Elements and win his Staff of Elements. But the actual thing is that he can steal the power, and which he needed that for his spell to turn both him and his minions into Anaconda warriors. But the spell required all of the existing elemental powers. Now, later in Possession in Season 5, we were even confused when 2 new elements were introduced. That being the element of water and wind. Yes, and we were even confused when sorry about that. And we were even confused in Season 7 when the element of time was introduced. Now, I feel like why Chen didn't need these elements. 1, the water element wasn't unlocked. 2 is that Morrow was in the cursed realm, yet he wasn't in Ninjago. 3, about the time element, since the time twins' powers were taken out of their hands and were put into the time blades, which were sent into the time vortex. Now, and the time blades were in the overworld. Only one was the reversal blade, but did it really have to have all 4 to be in the overworld? And even if it did, the time element is extremely powerful. No one can I don't think Chen wouldn't need that element. Now, about wind, Morrow was in the cursed realm. And about water, Nia didn't unlock her powers. Unless if you count Maya, which she was alive by the time of Den, which he could have taken that water element from Maya. Now, the time element is one of the biggest things. Now, Dr. Sanders' crux was still out there. But like, there was no time blades. And even if all of the time blades were in the overworld, Chen couldn't do that because like, the time element is too powerful. Next, I'm gonna go over something that is very interesting. This is about Lil Nelson. Why did they even make Lil Nelson into a minifigure for Ninjago? Whether Lil Nelson was only introduced back in season 6, that was just like a little prank. I don't know if they were really doing, but like, why would they really like make it into a minifigure when Lil Nelson will not play a role in the series in the future? Now, according to this, I actually am not upset on them making the Lil Nelson into a minifigure. I kind of like it. It's a good figure to get to add to your collection, and also you can get this purple ninja mask which you can use on a different minifigure. But like, there has to be some reason to why they made the Lil Nelson into a minifigure, because like, maybe if Lil Nelson might be introduced or maybe seen in a different season. Now, next to the final thing that is kind of a mistake or a weird thing, Zane's dream. Now, back in season 1, in episode 4, Never Trust the Snake, we saw that like Zane dreamed about the Green Ninja and what his elemental power is, and he fought Lord Garmadon. Now, according to that, Tommy Andreessen stated that it was a vision. Now, yes, sometimes dreams are not dreams, they are a vision. Now, if you guys are not familiar with what I'm talking about, now in psychology, they show that sometimes what you see is not a dream. It's either a vision. Now, you can see a vision of your far future, or something that has been done in the past, or something that will happen in your future, or something that you will think. Now, what Zane saw was the Green Ninja fighting Lord Garmadon and what his elemental powers. Now, that was a vision of the far future. Now, if you are studying in psychology, you would probably know that sometimes dreams are not dreams; they're a vision. Now, last but not least, why I'm talking about this, because in episode 18, Child's Play, we saw the ninjas turn into kids because of Garmadon's mega weapon, and Zane stated that ninjoids don't dream. Yet that's true, but like, about the dream thing, it was just a vision Tommy Andreessen stated. Now, about this, there is another thing. How come Zane turned into a kid, yet he's an android, and androids don't turn into kids? But like, that's all it for today's predictions and weird things that I feel in Ninjago. If you guys have any more, then please state in the comments below. Bye.